Hey everybody, welcome to the Workflow of the Week or WOW update. I'm Tim Porter, CTO of ModTech Labs, and if you're wondering why I look like a wet rat, it is because, as Steve Ray Vaughan would say, it's flooding down in Texas. And so what we're going to talk about today is a lot of the curated nodes that we actually have as part of the mod pipeline. There are a ton of them that are actually in here, including Claude AI processing. We have a bunch of different export capabilities that are in there, image generation, image processing. But one of them that's super cool is our remesh algorithm. So we have a mesh processing algorithm that does remesh. So if you have a high resolution mesh and you want to go ahead and lower its resolution, you can do that. We're going to go ahead and put a resource input on one side. And then what we're going to do is, as everybody knows, with a remesh, you actually use your UVs. So we have an auto UV generator there, and then we're going to go ahead and return this asset. Perfect. So this is a really fun one to go ahead and do if you're doing any heavy related assets. And what's really cool is it is super fast, and under a minute, we'll actually have this entire process done. I'm going to go ahead and save this one. Remesh with UV. Boom. Save as is. Good to go. Execute. And run. And under a minute, we're actually going to have a fully remeshed asset with automatically generated UVs. And that's the best part is you get to go ahead and do all these wonderful, cool, pre-created tools that we've done. You can make new ones of yourself as well. And this one actually has a bunch of really cool bits. It can go all the way up to like 50 million polygons. This one's a 50,000 output that we're looking at right now. Uh, there you go. Adaptive is on. This one's pretty cool. So it actually has adaptive capabilities, which means in flat regions it'll be more simplified than in high resolution regions, which is awesome. So this one was done in 36.45 seconds and queue time was zero point 0.3 seconds. So you can see, end up generating all of that, and it's going to go ahead and make your UVs. Bada bing, bada boom. Look at that. It's actually doing the saving and the output. And so now I can actually go ahead and download the asset right here. As simple as that. Awesome, everybody. Thank you so much for taking a look. Actually, you know what? Why don't we just take a look at the asset while we're hanging out here? So what we're going to do is I'll open up ye old Blender. I'm going to go ahead and unzip this guy. Extract it because Blender doesn't have a zip capability. And what's cool is if you guys haven't actually taken a look at how we deal with creating the downloads are part of the entire folder. So you get all of the interstitial parts that are processing. So I have this nice Blender area right here. We can go import, and I know the output's in OBJ in the specific one. I'll go down to downloads, and let's take a look at the newest one that came out yesterday. Today at 11. That's right now. So if you can see, here's the input that came in. Cool. So this is a pretty dense asset, right? I'll actually take the UVs or the viewport shading that's on it. Yeah, take a look at that. That's a pretty dense asset. And let's go ahead and import the initial OBJ for the optimization right here. Cool. And we're going to move that over. As we know, this is about a 50,000 polygon asset that was created. Bada bing, bada boom. Look at that one. Initial. New one. As you can see, it's done a really good job in maintaining. Let's take a look at the two side by side. If you do some smooth normals, that'll handle all of the bits that are on it. But if you notice, it's keeping the edges and the tight areas a lot better, and then all of the open areas. We're doing the same right there. Cool. And then what we're going to do is let's go ahead and import our last one, which has the UVs done. And so since this is an auto-generated UV, I'm going to go ahead and I'll take this guy over here and go boop, because it's basically the same asset right here, as you can see between the two of these, right? I'm going to go ahead and take this one in, and let's go ahead and take a look at the UV layout in there. UV editing. I'll just go ahead and I'll grab bits on that, and you can see UV's been generated. Awesome, everybody. Thank you so much for looking. And of course, everybody have a wonderful day.